dig all this up.
When Morgan Rogers surveys the concrete-lined Tijuana River channel as it crosses the international border, he sees progress.
This is the lined portion of the channel where it transitions to the natural. And this is a good viewpoint. You can see that all the sediment that has accumulated, this is from the wet season.
Rogers is a civil engineer in charge of pollution control on the U.S. side of the border. This concrete channel is a conduit for pollution that fouls the ocean just a few miles away.
So you can see when it rains and we get rainwater, it carries a lot of sediment, a lot of trash. You'll see a lot of tires here.
But when it's not raining, most sewage-tainted flows can be stopped by a relatively low-tech solution.
What we have here is a sediment berm. This is constructed with the sediment that was deposited on the concrete line channel. This is constructed and maintained by Mexico. We provide the equipment, in particular a wheeled loader and whatever else they need to facilitate their constructing the berm and maintaining it.
Look over the sediment wall and there's standing water. A few hundred yards north, a Mexican pump station pulls most of that water out of the river channel.
During the dry season, this is very effective for preventing flows from coming down the river and crossing the border into the United States.
And there are other small success stories. Rogers takes us to a culvert just north of the border wall. Look through the fence here, and you can see cars zipping by on a Mexican highway.
This is Stewart's Drain, one of our 5 canyon collectors.
Crews recently fixed an underground gate here that was locked in place, creating pressure when sewage flows under the border wall were heavy. With the gate now fully open, flows are easier to manage. There is a trickle of water coming through the drain on this day, but it's hardly an issue.
So this isn't something I would worry about. I mean, we want to eliminate all flows, but we're handling this one.
The progress by the International Boundary and Water Commission has been noticed and is welcome.
I'm very happy with what I call the micro fixes that the IBWC has made. Micro fixes that can stop flows that can result in weeks of closures.
Serge Dedina is the mayor of Imperial Beach. He says stopping the flow of sewage through the Tijuana estuary helps, but those microfixes don't solve the border pollution problem. His city's beaches have been posted as polluted for much of the summer because of a broken Mexican sewage treatment plant.
They discharge 30 to 50 million gallons of raw sewage on the beach every day between, I think it's 4.5 to 6 miles south of the border. And during south swell and south wind that comes up to Imperial Beach, as well as all the other discharge sites from Playas southward to Rosarito.
That's one reason the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency is pushing for a comprehensive solution, which includes projects on both sides of the U.S. Mexico border. Officials hope to capture and treat sewage-tainted flows that cross the border on land and build a treatment plant that works south of the border. But it'll still be a couple of years before any major sewage treatment plants start to be built.
It's not fast enough. But it is a priority for us.
Nora Vargas is the vice chair of the County Board of Supervisors. She says it's important to remember that a fix is coming for communities that have long endured the public health crisis. She says focusing on pollution postings at South County beaches during the dry summer month shouldn't become a distraction.
Let's not villainize the test. Let's not make it about businesses or community. Let's make it about our communities being safe and healthy so that everybody can enjoy the beauty of our beaches in Southern California and in the South Bay.
The hope is that with all these small projects already underway and the big projects that are on the drawing board, they'll keep sewage-tainted flows out of this river valley, which will in turn keep those sewage-tainted flows out of the ocean. Erik Anderson, KPBS News. Thanks for watching. I'm Erik Anderson, KPBS News. I cover the environment. If you'd like to see more, hit the subscribe button.